Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of Javier in the Air. You may have noticed a little difference in the beginning, in the opening. Turns out when you upgrade to a certain version of the software that I'm using, wipes out all your preset saved transitions and titles and effects and stuff like that. So I had some special ones that I had been using that I created, and it turns out that now they're gone. So I can, I guess it's perfect time for me to create something new. So let me know what you think about the opener. I'm not a big, huge fan of it yet, but I do like it. So I'm gonna see if maybe I can come up with something different. If there's something, if you really don't like it, let me know, and I'll start coming up with something different. If you do like it, let me know that, and then I'll see what I can do. So, comment in the podcast, or leave me a note on Facebook or Instagram or wherever you catch me. And I hope you do catch me on a regular basis. And so we'll go from there. And so I might be changing it up over the next couple of weeks. I know there are some special Thanksgiving ones that I might be using for the Thanksgiving episode. So, which will probably come out early. I might get that out Friday or Saturday because Thanksgiving is, of course, Thursday. So, also for the Thanksgiving episode, let me let everybody know. Why don't you send me some things that you're thankful for? It can be anything, and I'll get it on the air. So, this is going to be a short episode. I wanted to get something out there about the moon, so I decided to use it as a Zen moment. I was not able to capture the lunar eclipse that occurred between, I think it was between 1:19 and 5:29 or something a.m. this past Friday. Unfortunately, I did not set my alarm clock, and I slept right through it. So, and I don't know. I think the cloud coverage was bare. There was a minimum, if not a clear sky. So it would have been interesting to see. But I don't know if you've been looking up lately. But the moon is really fantastic and large these days. So we're gonna do. I'm gonna do that. So. Like I said, just gonna be kind of quick. So talk a little bit about moon. We're gonna have that. We're gonna have that moon Zen moment. The garden is still chugging along. I don't have anything to show because there's nothing to show other than a bunch of vines that are growing wildly. So there are some blooms, so that's a good sign. You're supposed to get the blooms before you get the melons. So I'm hoping that something will come of that. I need to. I'm gonna plant on water today, but it is overcast and I smelled a lot of ozone this morning, so I thought for sure it was going to rain, but it hasn't rained yet. Nothing freezing cold yet. I do have a warming lamp if necessary. If we start getting snowpocalypse again, I'm working on getting the cage 100% done so that if I have to throw something over it, I can certainly do that. Okay, so let's see what else. So I had some questions out there and I didn't really get any responses, so I'm going to throw some other questions out here. So what I'd like to do is throw these questions out here. I try to make them as specific as possible, close to whatever is happening. And so I think I'm going to do that. So upcoming, of course, as everyone knows, everyone really knows, whether you're in this country or not, that for the U.S. it's Thanksgiving Day on this Thursday. So I want to. So here's the questions. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dessert? What is the worst Thanksgiving course or meal? Not meal. I want to, or just an entree that you've had on Thanksgiving that was the absolute worst. You were disgusted by and you never eat it again. And also whipped cream. Do you use bottle or tub? I know some people are abhorrent and consider the tub oil, but I do not. So I prefer actually the tub. So let me know your thoughts on that. I know it's some easy softball questions, but I'm trying to get a question and answer session going. So if there's any other questions that you'd like to know about from the populace, plant them there on the Javier in the Air YouTube channel. right on the comments on this podcast, or send me a note or carrier pigeon or smoke signal, whatever works for you. So I also want to give a shout out to neighbor James. James Pavlovsky actually wrote a book, and I had him on here last season, and we talked a little bit about his book, and he was invited to go out. Oops, I lost my light. There we go. Invited to go out to Giddings, Texas, and he was there for a book fair. So I want to show you his book real quick. He does have copies, and I'm sure he'd be nice enough to sign them for you. So if you're interested in getting a copy, let me know, and I can get you in contact with him. So the name of the book is called The Last Cotton Kids, written by James Pavlovsky, and it has to do really with him growing up out in Central Texas from the 1960s to 1970. It's a series of short stories. It's been recommended by the Giddings Public Library, so he's got a recommendation. Good for you on James. So here is, let me see if I can get it so that you can see, pull out, there we go. Try to get a good angle. I don't want to get that light on there, so there we go. The Last of the Cotton Kids, James Pavlovsky. It's a really good read. It's a quick read, so if you say you don't have a lot of time, you should have plenty of time to read this. And so let me know, contact me, and I can get you a hold of James, and so he can get you a copy, maybe signed copy of The Last Cotton Kids. So kudos and congrats to James. I wish I had the chutzpah to get some things written. I do have a website out there, but it's not the same thing. If you're a fan of books like I am, opening a book and reading something online, two totally different things, a totally different experience. So take a look at that. Take a look at Last Cotton Kids. All right, so we talked a little bit about Thanksgiving, talked about Moon for the Zen, we talked about books. So let's just go straight into our Zen moment, because I do have some good beer reviews coming up for stout. So let's go to our Zen moment. Check it out. So imagine, if you will, that you had the ability to control your dreams. And in this dream, you had the power to do whatever you want. And you were able to dream 75 years of your life. So anything and everything you were able to control. And you saw this, and you dreamt this for a couple of days, and you'd wake up and be like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. I like that. So after a couple more nights of that, you realize that you want to try something different. So you decide to choose a couple of years where it's random. You don't know what will happen. And after a couple of nights of this, you say, wow, that was a close shave. I mean, what could happen? So you decide to take more and more chances, and more of those 75 years are not in your control. And you do this and keep doing this and keep doing this until you are where you are now. So are you still dreaming that you don't have control? Are you still dreaming at all? Is this real life, or is this a dream that you have dreamt that you have no control over what may happen next? Something to think about. Hey, so with the whole new setup and the whole new software upgrade and everything that happened to me today, I thought I'd do a little something different for the Zen moment. So you might get these from time to time, where it's a philosophical puzzle, mystery, something for you to mull over and think about in your life. Um, Maybe it'll do something, maybe it won't, maybe it'll help you out some way, maybe it won't. I'm just trying something new as I get new and interesting software, pieces of software, new subscribers, and try to see what I can do to expand and reach more people. So that particular I don't know, philosophical argument, I guess you could say. I'm not sure exactly how you would call it, but let's go with that for now anyway. Was brought to me by listening to Alan Watts. He was a deep philosopher out of, I think, UC Berkeley. So he's probably hitting the old toot toot and dropping a little acid as well. But it's very interesting philosophical, whatever you want to call it, that he brings up that has always hit me as something really interesting that to think about. What would you do? And are we doing it now? I know we talked about simulation a couple weeks ago. Are we in a simulation? So now I'm bringing, are we in our own dream? Are we actually living the life that we think we're living? Or is this a dream that we've told ourselves to not have a set course? So very interesting, because then it brings in a whole bunch of other things that I won't get into. But if people want to have discussions about it, feel free to let me know. Shoot me a message and we can talk more. Let me know what you think about it. I added a little bit of music in the background. I hope you enjoyed that. I think it turned out nice. If you like to see more something like that, let me know and I can start adding more stuff to that. So I thought it would be pretty cool to add that in real quick. So I'm also going to try to start adding more transitions and the like, and gotten some reviews as to try to actually maybe script it so that I'm not going a lot. So I'm trying to minimize that. For those of you who have asked me to, why am I doing that if it'd be better if I had a script or something, at least a list that I know I was going by, so I'm not just shooting it off the hip, so to speak. Okay, so there we've gone for something deep philosophical, did a deep dive, did a nice little shot of the moon there. By the way, that was the moon Thursday night. Absolutely no clouds in the sky. Turned out to be a really nice night. I thought I'd get it on there so that we could have it for our Zen moment. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and shift gears. We're gonna talk about, this is the beer section, by the way, so maybe I'll start having a transition with beer section in there. Beer section, our alcohol, I should say, section. Today is beer, and actually, thanks to Brother Rob, we are actually talking about stouts today. So, I don't know. I'm sure I didn't know. I mean, I'm sure I haven't told anybody here. There is a club that we belong to that we get beers on a regular basis. So some of the beers are fantastic and they're really good, and some of them are not. let's put it that way. So we have stouts today. So I'm gonna go straight into it. We're gonna have 3 stouts. We were only gonna have 2, and then we wound up doing a bonus. So here is my brother Rob and I doing our stout review for the week. Hey everybody, here on a Friday night testing it out with the old broaster over here. So this is Tavor, is that how you say it?
Tavor.
Oh, Tavor. And they are a supply house basically of getting different types of beers, and they also have like their specials. So this special is from Listerman Brewing Company, and it's something called White Chocolate Mocha Discrepancies. So this is an imperial stout with raspberries, peanut butter, white chocolate, mocha, and lactose. I don't know why they would have lactose in it, but that might be why it actually pours flat. So it pours like it's flat. No head to it at all, and we poured it pretty high. So However, the upside, wait for it, the upside is it is 14% ABV. So here's the here's a look of it. Tavour. And so we're gonna check it out. He's already drinking. I haven't tried it yet, so you can definitely smell the white chocolate and the raspberries. Well, and the peanut butter a little bit. This kind of reminds me of if you let crunch berries sit in milk for a while, little soggy, and then you let it, and then you drink it, and you kind of chew on it a little bit. There's no chew to this, but that's kind of the taste I get. It's not bad. It's not super awesome. I'm still tasting the raspberries. I'm going to give this, I'm going to be generous. I'm going to give this 6.5 star thumbs up. So let's see what the...
So I'm actually going to give it 6 as well. Discrepancy is right because there's so many different flavors going on in there that you can't taste them all, right? If you think about all the things you listed there, they're all flavors that in and of themselves can eclipse all the other flavors. What I'm tasting mostly, like you said, was the raspberries. But then I get a little hint of this, a little hint of that. But it's just kind of muddled because it's just too many flavors in there, I think. So, but again, 6, not bad. So.
Yes. Now you've seen some of us in some of our ratings in the past. So 6.5, 6. That's pretty darn good. So this is Tavour's white chocolate discrepancies. White chocolate mocha discrepancies. I didn't taste any mocha at all, but there you go. Let's see if we have another one for tonight. All right, second one for the night. So this will be hopefully better. This is Mr. Sandman by River North Brewing Company in Denver, Colorado. It's called Mr. Sandman Mayan Chocolate Spiced Imperial Stout. So this is 11.1 ABV. And it says here, a magical combination of flavors nearly as old as civilization itself. Rich chocolate, whole vanilla bean, chili peppers, and a dash of cinnamon. So, let's see how it goes. We had a harder pour, but still, the other one was a little flat. This one, we were able to get some head on it.
Who doesn't like some good head?
See, you heard him. You know what? I'm gonna let the bro go first because I'm thinking about this one. It's a little interesting. So there you go.
Okay. My problem with most beers that have chili peppers in them, including this one, is that you put a pinch too much and the chili pepper takes over all the other flavors, at least for me. I'm getting chili pepper over the top on this. I get a back end, a little bit of a chocolate, but just that pepper is killing everything else in my palate. Maybe my palate's not sophisticated enough, I don't know. So I actually give this a 5. I thought I was going to like this one better than the last one.
Wow.
I like the fact that it actually, has some carbonation in it, but the pepper just kind of kills it for me. I'll still drink it, but, it's...
Well, to be fair, he'll drink just about anything with a certain ABV, so he doesn't have to like it, though. And you know what? I'm going to have to agree with him. So there really is way too much chili in this. To the point where I'm getting like I can't even figure out what that taste is. There's definitely, I'm not tasting anything else other than the chilies. Maybe it's the chili and the cinnamon. I can't tell. Something else is there, but I can't quite tell what it is. And maybe my palate's not mature enough either. So I'm also going to give this a 5. So 5 thumbs up, even though it's right in the middle. So sorry, River North Brewing Company. We just aren't,
these Mexicans don't like the chilies.
These Mexicans don't like the chilies. And, like he said, a little bit too much. However, if you want to argue your point on this and send us something gratis, please do so, and we'll certainly try tasting that. Okay, so 2 beers for the night, total of 6.25 for the first one, and this one is just a straight up 5. So That's what we got. We'll see y'all later. Hey everybody, I know I said too, this is the bonus round. You get the bonus round. So we're going to try something from Lupulin. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Lupulin Brewery out of Big Lake, Minnesota. Oofta, Minnesota. This is something that they call Campfire Munchies. So basically it's a s'more that they made into a beer. So it's got marshmallow, graham cracker, vanilla, everything that you would have in a s'more, chocolate. And so, here we go. Here's the look.
S'mores.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I got men at work playing in the background. Hold on a second. Okay, so we poured it. This one has head on it. Was this through Tavor as well or no?
Yeah.
This is through, I'm sorry, Tavor. This is through Tavor as well. So, Campfire Munchies. I'm gonna need another one. Hold on. So, no real aroma to it. I'm kind of tasting the graham cracker, like liquid graham cracker. Oh, and it's supposed to have natural flavors added too. So, I'm tasting the graham cracker and the vanilla, but that's about it. I think everything else gets I think it's overwhelming that we're getting the graham cracker and the vanilla. I can't really taste anything else. Oh, this is 9% ABV, by the way. I am... All right, let me be fair. Let me give 3, and then I'll get an average. Nope. I'm going to stay with this 8. I'm going to give this a 4. Sorry, Lupulin. I'm going to give you guys a 4 for your Crunch Campfire. What is this? Campfire Munchies. No, I'm not gonna do it. So 4. So let's see the brow.
I'm gonna give it a 5. I actually taste, I think, marshmallow, and I don't know if that's the vanilla, like a lot of vanilla, or if I'm actually tasting marshmallow. But it's a little sweeter than I like out of a stout. Like I like a stout to be more like a coffee or a chocolate, but not like a sweet.
Yep.
But definitely not the chili pepper either. So I'm giving it a 5 because it's about as good as a chili pepper. I can tolerate this, except it's a little sweet. So.
All right, so you heard it. Once again, apologize to Lupulin. Maybe our taste buds are not, our palate and taste buds are not mature enough to understand the subtle nuances that we're not getting out of this. Certainly, if you want to appeal, you can send us other beers and maybe send us a fresher Campfire Munchies. I don't know. I'm willing to listen. Send me a message. So there you have it. 3 for the podcast. And thanks a lot.
Okay, so there you have it. 3 great reviews, are actually, depending on how you look at it, 3 reviews of stouts. So we do try to mix it up here at Javier In The Air. Me and my staff try to make choices as to what we're going to drink on the next show. We do a lot of beer here, and I want to be honest, we're not going to change that. We're gonna stick with a lot of beer. Why? Because there is a shit ton of beer that can be tried and previewed and reviewed and talked about on this show, as opposed to, say, alcohol and or wine. Now I know, don't get me wrong, there are a ton of alcohol, liquors and spirits and all that out in the air, but remember, for the cost of buying 1 bottle of alcohol, I might be able to buy 8 or 9, or I'm sorry, 5 or 6 different beers. So I'm playing the odds, and so I my ROI is more on the beer because I can get more to have on the show. So even though I may like a particular brand of port or a particular brand of whiskey, I'm trying to keep things fresh and new, so I can't have the same review of that port 3 or 4 weeks in a row, or even twice in the same season. I'd like to mix it up, so I'm trying to make sure that I keep things fresh and I make sure that I mix things up. So I also try to keep track to make sure that if I have a beer, I won't have it again on the show. Even though I may reference it, I may talk about it, I may like it, and I may drink it after the show, but I'm not going to drink it on the show, as I want to try to make it new and fresh for everyone who continually watches my show. And there is a small base of you out there, so don't get me wrong. It's not the 3 anymore, so I'm happy to say it's a lot more than that. So keep watching my show. Hopefully we'll pick up a sponsor, and then we can be like really good. Okay, so those were the 3 reviews that I had today for Stout. And thanks to Brother Rob for being there to share them with me. And I think we had a good tasting. So if anybody wants me to taste a particular type of beer, a particular name brand, not name brand, a particular brand of beer, a particular type of alcohol, a particular type of wine, then by all means, please certainly let me know. Drop me a line, send me a message. Do what you can to get a hold of me and let me know, and I'll have it on the show. Even more important, if you're interested in being on my show, just drop me a line and let me know. I know we're still in the day and age of COVID, so if you want to get on and don't want to come to my house, or prefer me not to go to your place of business or your house, then we can certainly do it by video conferencing. So just let me know. I'm looking for any mom and pop businesses in the Cedar Park area. I'm looking for any mom and pop businesses across the country. Anybody who would like to have their name on a show and be interviewed on a show. And granted, I may not be reaching your audience at the moment. I may eventually reach your audience, and just so that you could be like, hey, I was on Javier in the Air back in the day. What a fantastic thing that would be for you all. So if you want to be on the show, let me know. I will I will interview you if you have any passion about anything. I can certainly go to your place of business or garage or whatever. The only 2 rules is no religion, no politics. I know some people may balk at that, but you know what? It's my show. So I can pretty much say yay or no, or yay or nay, or yes or no to who I want on the show. So I try to keep an open mind for everything else. There's some things that I may not even know about, but I'll be willing to put you on the show. So reach out, let me know. Going into Thanksgiving, gonna have a Thanksgiving special podcast. I'll probably be interviewing some people that are coming to my house. I am doing a Friendsgiving, so I'll have some people over, maybe some shots of what we're eating or going to eat, and then I'll probably release that maybe a little bit earlier than Sunday next week due to that. Going into the holidays, anybody that does something special for Christmas, let me know. If you are in my area, close enough to me that I can reach you via a vehicle or walking, and you have some Christmas lights that you'd like to show off, let me know. I'll be more than happy to walk by or drive by and take a couple of shots, maybe a brief video, and I can get it on my show. So I hope everybody has a good week. I hope it's a short one for you. I know it is for me. I got 2 days, and then I'm off the rest of the week. Enjoy your Turkey Day. Hopefully you'll be with friends and family and or loved ones, and so you'll have a good one. So I'll see everybody next week. Thanks a lot, everyone.